the employee devised a bold plan in order to assassinate his boss. While replacing the coffee grounds in the machine, the janitor secretly stuffed a wad of paper into the beverage dispenser's outlet. When the boss poured himself a cup of coffee, it immediately splashed out and stained his clothes. He assumed the machine had malfunctioned and did not think much of it. He then headed straight to the restroom to clean the mess on his clothes. Meanwhile, Annie and Mary, who were waiting near the water dispenser, began to move. Annie deliberately stood within the camera's view, pretending to chat casually with Mary. Mary, on the other hand, took advantage of a blind spot in the surveillance and made her way to the restroom entrance. She took out a hairpin and jammed it into the lock of the restroom door. Once the hairpin was stuck inside the lock, the door could no longer be opened from the inside. After seeing that Mary had finished everything, Annie deliberately dropped a bottle onto the floor to make noise. Hearing the sound, the janitor dragged over the vacuum cleaner and began cleaning. As soon as the vacuum cleaner started, Jason and the others waiting downstairs also began their operation. Two colleagues sat within the surveillance range, pretending to chat with Jason. Jason used the blind spots in the cameras to circle around to the back of the building. He connected the hose that the security guard had placed there earlier to a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher. He then attached the other end of the hose to the ventilation outlet. Jason opened the valve, and a large amount of carbon dioxide was discharged through the pipe into the restroom. At this moment, Jonathan, who was cleaning the stains, heard the noise. He thought the building was on fire and tried to leave the restroom. No matter how hard he turned the handle, the door would not open. He began shouting for help, hoping someone would come to unlock the door. However, the sound of the vacuum cleaner was too loud, and the employees could not hear the boss's cries. The carbon dioxide concentration rose rapidly, and the oxygen level dropped sharply. The lack of oxygen drained Jonathan of all his strength, and he collapsed in the restroom. His head struck the floor, and Jonathan ultimately suffocated to death. Finally, the janitor took the paper wad along with the company's trash downstairs. The security guard waiting below burned all the evidence to ashes.